Now I'd like to call this Common Council meeting of the City of Dunkirk to order on this 16th day of September 2025 at 5:31 p.m. Clerk, please conduct the roll call.
Councilmember Liskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyle.
Here.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Here. Thank you, Clerk. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks so much for being here tonight. Next, we have the certification of prior meetings.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025 was presented to the mayor on Friday, September 12th, 2025. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect. In witness whereof, I have here to set my hand and seal of the City of Dunkirk, New York, this 16th day of September 2025.
Is there a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented? Moved by Councilmember Stoyle, seconded by Councilmember Nichols. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Liskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyle.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the minutes are approved as presented. We now move to privilege of the floor.
The privilege of the floor shall be extended to any person appearing for themselves, in which case each individual appearing shall be limited to 3 minutes, and any person representing any group who shall be limited to a maximum time of 5 minutes. The privilege of the floor is reserved for members of the public to speak on any subject pertinent to the affairs of city government. The city clerk shall have the duty of maintaining such time limits. The chair may determine in their discretion whether individuals are speaking for themselves or representing groups. The chair shall maintain good order and may require any speaker to cease speaking if remarks are made in bad taste or slanderous or not germane. The time limit specified shall be adhered to, except the chair may allow any person speaking to complete a statement or a thought before such time expires, and a longer time may be allowed by the chair with the approval of the majority of the council.
Privilege of the floor is now open. Members of the public wishing to speak will step forward, state their name and address, and address the council.
Good evening. My name is Shirley Phillips, and I live at 11 Beach Road in the city of Dunkirk. My issue of late is the closing of Lucas Avenue to city residents. We have nowhere to put our yard waste and small branches. I have personally spoke to the village of Silver Creek, and they have an area dump that's open every Saturday morning from 9 to 1. The village of Casadega has a pickup every month for grass, leaves, and branches. The village of Fredonia has Eagle Street open daily for yard clippings. The Beautification Committee of Revitalizing Dunkirk has been working hard to make Dunkirk a more attractive place to live. By taking Lucas Avenue away from us, it is making the work much more difficult. There is no way we can keep our yards looking pristine with only 2 pickups a year. We are not in favor of sharing this area with landscapers or contractors. I'm afraid some people will find dead-end streets, vacant lots, just to dump their refuge. Please help me keep our city clean and beautiful. Thank you for looking into this issue for us. We all know the financial problems that loom over Dunkirk, but as a city resident, we paid our increased taxes, and yet we lost services that mean a lot to many of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips.
Hi, my name is Ann Janik, and I live at 9 Beach Road, right next to Shirley Phillips. While I'm not entirely familiar with the problems the city had with the brush yard on Lucas, I'm here to say that it's unrealistic to think that residents can do without either a monthly brush pickup or a place like the one we used to have on Lucas. You may not be aware of how much of a burden this has been on residents, but I ask you to think about this. We've just had the last scheduled brush pickup of the year. That doesn't make sense. We're a city on Lake Erie with frequent high winds and bad storms. We have lots of older trees, many of which are silver maples, which are constantly losing branches. Many homeowners wait for trees and bushes to go dormant in the late fall. That's the safest and the best time to do any trimming. Not only did our taxes go up this past year, or this year, but personally I'm finding grocery prices, utility costs, health and home insurance premiums, they're all rising as well. Like me, many Dunkirk residents are older and retired with fixed incomes. We do our own yard work, on top of those other rising costs, can't possibly afford to hire landscapers to haul our branches away. And where are we supposed to put our branches in between pickups? Many of us live on small parcels of land and have nowhere to hide compost piles or brush piles from neighbors or passersby. In order to avoid the cost of hiring some residents, someone to take away brush and yard waste, some Dunkirk citizens are now hauling their branches to the beach and burning them. I've seen that. I've also witnessed multiple residents dumping branches along the creek at the corner of Crooked Brook and Route 5. That brush and grass pile grew and grew and composted and stunk all summer long. Still, other residents are breaking up their branches and hiding them in garbage bags. I'm certain that there are regulations prohibiting all three of these examples I just mentioned. But again, what are residents supposed to do? There is literally no inexpensive legal way for residents to dispose of brush in our city.
Thank you, Ms. Janik. That's your 3 minutes.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Randy, is there any chance in the future we're going to restore this?
I would like to, but as the president said, it's an expense, whether it be, our expense, their expense. A brush pile, we got a little bit of trouble with the DEC for having a brush pile, so we wouldn't be able to recreate it where it was, and it needs to be monitored or it gets out of hand. And the points of you want to have just residents and not have contractors, I'm totally in favor of that. And then the other communities, we presented this idea as a regional problem, and we've asked the county solid waste people in the planning department of the county to chew on it, and they have been for a couple of years. If you're close to Ellery, you can take it to the landfill. It would be nice if they had a regional dump spot at the transfer station on Webster Road. That would solve the problem for everybody that's been mentioned. So that's what I'm pushing for. But if we open it back up again, there's going to be additional expense. Right now, we're not budgeted for that.
Isn't there a possibility of selling stickers out of the city clerk's office? Put them on the car, because that license thing, that was a joke. Somebody sitting in the car all day watching. And then I know for a fact that Fredonia contractors and outside of Fredonia, they were all dumping on our place,
Yes,
which caused a lot of the problems.
Stickers might be a good answer. I think we got to convene about that, and especially before budget time, and figure out what we're going to do.
All right, thank you.
Randy, as long as you have the floor, would you explain what happens when we do to have one of our fall storms with branches and limbs come down so that they can rest assured they'll be taken care of.
Sure. We're in an area, I agree with it, has high winds from time to time. And when that happens, that's the time to put all of your stuff out there and we'll come and get it. So we have on-schedule brush pickups that would be triggered by one of those storm events.
If you have further comment, I'd encourage you to stick around after the meeting and speak with Director Woodbury. Great, thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak this evening?
My name is Sherry Bidham, from 97 West Chestnut Street in Dunkirk. In August of 2023, I was approved by the Common Council and the Mayor of the City of Dunkirk for a parcel of land. The moratorium was put on, and I understood I had to wait. Once it was lifted, I was told that it was in the works. I've been given the runaround, and I would like to know what the process is to get this completed. I've been in contact with the legal office, and I keep running into dead ends.
I'm sorry, I just have not had the time to get to it at the moment, but I will be shortly.
You told me that it was completed, and that you just needed me to sign the paperwork.
Yes.
And if that's the case, if you could leave the paperwork with your legal assistant, I'll come in and I'll sign it and I'll leave the check.
Okay.
And I can even take the paperwork to Mabel, just like I did with the last parcel.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Fair enough. I'll come in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
One more quick thing is on the minutes, I don't live here year-round, but on the minutes, there isn't any since July 1st on the city website. And I just wondered,
I know we were missing 2.
the last one I saw was July 1st today.
We were you saw it today?
Yeah,
Okay, because we were updating it today as well.
okay.
We noticed they were missing as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else who wishes to speak? Okay, going once, twice. Privilege of the floor is now closed. Next, we move to communications from the mayor, including disapproval messages. Clerk, would you please introduce the mayor's veto message?
Veto message for Resolution 43-2025, authorizing fund assistance to the senior center for a cleaning person.
Thank you. Mayor's veto message will be entered into the record and will stand. Next, we'll address communications from the public and petitions.
Request from the Lakeshore Humane Society to use the same route as previous years for their annual Pat McGee Memorial Dog Walk on Sunday, October 5th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m.
Any discussion, council?
Okay with you?
Chris, everything all right?
Okay, in that case, do I have a motion to refer to the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions?
So moved.
Moved by Councilmember Nichols, seconded by Councilmember Luskoviac. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion carried. We'll now move to reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. Councilmember Luskoviac.
Yes, this is in regards to the veto of the first resolution to help the senior citizen center with a cleaning person, and the new one, updated one that we have that's, I hear, is going to be vetoed. But I wanted to make clear the city has, for many decades, provided cleaning services to the senior center. That particular person was let go, not directed by the council, by the way, so we will be updating the current resolution and replacing the previous cleaner with one of the part-time cleaners we have a few hours per week. We have a full-time and 2 part-time cleaners for the city hall and the building next door. However, the mayor stating fiscal responsibility and legal obligation for a veto is misleading and prompts me to explain. With the elimination of a worker that was not in the 2025 budget to remove, would leave money to pay for a cleaner if we were not to update the resolution. So that's just one example of how we could afford it. And per reports of late, these past few months, we are doing well financially. I mean, we should be, with an 84% tax increase and the much leeway in the 2025 budget. The biggest irony of all, our 5 from City Hall, including the mayor, are in Lake Placid this week for a conference. As for legal obligations, that cleaning services is technically not in the contract from the late 90s. There are sound legal points because both parties have consistently acted as if an agreement existed, and therefore an implied contract is recognized. And this long-standing practice establishes a binding obligation. The senior center officers were thinking of raising the dues. However, even $1 means a lot to many with fixed incomes. We can go out and work to bring in money. They can't. They have to live within what they have. I was in back of a woman in a grocery store last week who commented on the bananas being higher than the week before. Pennies matter to many around here. Taking away anything from seniors is small and unnecessary, really. And I just wanted to say also, there's a Paint Chautauqua Mural Festival this weekend on behalf of the Chautauqua County Partnership for Economic Growth and the City of Dunkirk's local steering committee for that, from 6 to 9 p.m. on Central between Lakeshore Drive and 2nd Street. And there'll be a craft tent, music, etc. It's free, open to the public, all costs covered through Chautauqua Region Economic Development Corporation. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Zatorsky.
Yes, Elliot. There are 3 resolutions in our packet that say they are sponsored by the entire council. I can't speak for anyone else, but I didn't see any of those until I got my packet Friday. That is not proper practice. We've asked you before to not just put everybody on there and not show us resolutions prior to them being sent into a meeting. We're almost 2 years in here.
I apologize, I did not write those resolutions.
Who's writing them?
The pre-filed one's a resolution for the budget line modifications.
Not that one.
Affairs Office. Okay.
Not that one. The resolution authorizing the renewal program with Unified Court, the resolution for the dog control service, and the resolution to accept the UC4 grant.
Okay.
Because we got the other ones, because Alan sends them to us to read, and Vince sends them to us to read, and Randy sends them to us to read and to sponsor. There's no excuse for why this is still happening. Other than that, there will be a public safety meeting on October 1st at 4:30 in the new downstairs conference room.
Thank you. Councilmember Stoyl.
City Hall, Part 2.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, training room.
Training room.
Great. Councilmember
It's your
Stoyl.
turn. It's your turn.
You're up. I got nothing.
Councilmember Nichols.
I'd like to thank Chief Barter and his crew for the fast, spontaneous job knocking down the fire on 5th and Gear Street. That could have been a disaster, but your crew did it in such rapid speed. Hands off to your guys and you.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
You're welcome. I know we have streetlights that are going out left and right again. Randy, I know I sent you an email today. I don't know if I need to go by and find the pole numbers, but they're just calling me locations.
Poll numbers are helpful.
I know.
If you get a house number, then I'll check out the poll number at night. Sometimes there's 2 polls that are close to a house number, so we've had accidentally repair one that was still good, and then the one that was bad, still bad.
The one in South Bangor seems to be constantly going out. I don't know if kids are doing it. I don't know what the whole problem is, so maybe somebody can get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank former Councilman Williams for calling in a couple this morning on different types of poles. Some of our solar lights in the parks, it's kind of a new technology. They are guaranteed. So I didn't know about those, but I'll go after dark and check those out so we know which ones to fix. It is difficult to fix lights during the day because you don't know if it's bad or good.
Right.
So we have to coordinate that. So thing. So if you're out at night and you see one out, get the ball number, let me know. Mike and Dennis and Beck will take care of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alan, I called the office yesterday on this 117 Lord Street. That, I don't know how that is being even allowed to be in the city like that. I didn't believe it the first time I went by. I turned around and went and took another view of it. I would be so hot if I had somebody's van parked 6 inches away from the side of my house. That is a disgusting mess there. What is being done on that?
There was a court order to have that removed. We're working on the financial side of it, but a letter has gone to the owner of that property because they've had many weeks to get that resolved and nothing's been done. So a letter has been sent giving them 2 weeks to remove that, or the city will step in and do that.
Can you at least go to the people that live next door at 119 and talk to them and explain to them? I mean, they've been more than patient with this.
Yep, they have.
It is terrible. It's terrible. I mean, there's no words to describe how anybody can live like that with a yard like that. And that 119 has a beautiful house. They take care of their well-maintained property. It is just, and then to look at that, what it does to the neighborhood. I know our hands are tied. There's a lot of out-of-state owners of houses, but it's just, we have to get a grip on things and see how things can be changed. I mean, this is what, I mean, they're talking about beautification of the city, but this is part of beautification too, and it's not happening. Randy, is there any chance that the guys are going to be able to coat the Whispering Giant before the weather turns?
We're following the orders of Peter Toth, and he doesn't want it coated this year. He says every other year would be better for the wood, so we're following his directive.
Okay, I don't think they...
I've got his number. You can
I
talk
know,
to him.
I've got Pete's number.
Yeah, you can talk directly to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to overrule him. He's the one that carved it, and he came back and redid it, so he's very knowledgeable, very nice guy.
And the Lakeshore Humane will be hosting a rabies clinic on Saturday, October 4th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. You must pre-register for information. You can contact Lakeshore Humane on their website. And we'll be at the building. Brush pickup in the 3rd Ward is in process. Next week will be 4th Ward. The final pickup in the city, again, as Randy said, unless we have a bad snowstorm, rainstorm, windstorm, then we will wait till after the leaves are 3/4 down before we'll have a leaf pickup. And I would just like, as a resident, I would just suggest that if you can, and when you rake up your leaves, if you could put them in a clear bag so that our city guys will know that it is leaves and not trash. That would be very helpful for them. I think that's it.
Thank you.
Are you
To
okay?
echo just a bit of what Councilmember Luskoviak said about the cleaning center and to provide a little bit, the senior center, and to provide a little bit more context. As council members, we've all heard from many residents, particularly our seniors, about the need for cleaning services at the senior center. That concern led us to approve resolution number 43-2025 at our last meeting. At the time, council was not aware that an in-force contract from 1993 between the city and the senior center explicitly places responsibility for cleaning and maintenance on the center itself. That contract only came to light after our vote. With that new information, the mayor issued her veto, and rather than override it, councils worked together on a temporary solution. Tonight we'll be introducing a new resolution that makes clear council's intent that cleaning services be provided at the senior center for 2 hours, 3 days per week through the end of this calendar year. This should ensure that the facility remains clean and safe for our seniors without encumbering additional funds during a period of significant fiscal constraint. This approach, I believe, addresses the immediate concern while giving the city, the mayor, and the senior center an opportunity to revisit and update the contract in a thoughtful way before next year's budget process. Again, I believe this is a responsible middle ground that meets the community's needs and encourages all parties to come to the table for a long-term solution. With that, our next Finance Committee meeting will be held this coming Monday, September 22nd at 9 a.m. in the Stearns Building, first floor conference room. Moving on, it appears there is no unfinished business, so we will now address the pre-filed resolutions. Clerk, please introduce resolution number 44-2025.
Resolution 44-2025, resolution authorizing budget line modifications for second through third quarter fiscal year 2025.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 45-2025, resolution authorizing renewal agreement with the State of New York Unified Court System, City Court Cleaning and Minor Repairs Contract Number C300571, April 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2026.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 46-2025, resolution accepting low bids for 2025 citywide paving.
Any discussion, council? Okay, seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 47-2025, resolution authorizing new agreement for dog control services.
Any discussion, council?
Yes, Nick. I don't know, can we change it without doing the proper procedure from ACO to DCO without doing it, since that's a local law, ACO?
So-
DCO?
We are hiring this individual as an ACO. We will be changing the local law. It is her impression that she will just be dealing with dogs. And right now, with state ag and markets law, the inspections are just for canines.
Right. So we will be having it as a resolution, changing it, and then doing the public hearing on it?
Yes.
Correct?
Correct. And I will add, just to mention for residents from our prior discussions, Councilwoman Nichols, that if someone has an alligator or another type of animal, it will be the DEC that will.
We're going to send them to your house.
Okay.
The only thing I would like to add to this amendment is to have this person do an paperwork on it so that we have it recorded every month of what was captured. We had, three dog control people before had done a log for it, and they gave us the information of how many were being utilized in the shelter and the money-wise that was taken in for them, so that we have clear concept of what's going on in that building. Not that we're trying to control it, but we just want to see for the record in all offices, so council would get a clear report of captures and all that. Do you know what I'm talking about, Elliot?
Yes, I do. Councilwoman
Okay.
Nichols, I know myself and the chief, can
And I'll
stress
tell
that.
them not, please, no alligators.
Yeah, yes.
Purina does not provide the food for that. They do provide our food for our four-line critters, but not alligators.
Yes.
Any further discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 48-2025, resolution authorizing agreement for environmental review services for City of Dunkirk DRI Small Project Fund, Project Labella.
Any discussion, council?
Does this need any explanation, Vince?
I don't think it does. So basically what happens is for any of these small projects can be submitted to Homes and Community Renewal. There needs to be, along with the application, there needs to be an environmental review that's conducted. And basically Labella
is an environmental consultant that goes through and looks at the records of all these properties to see if there is anything from the past to be concerned about. So this is really something that is part of the grant, fully funded, 100% funded in the grant for soft costs, and we're just trying to maximize our efficiency by using one contractor, and we put it out to bid to several potential consultants, and Labella provided the best bid and quote for it.
So this resolution actually goes along with resolution number 48, which is also developed, correct?
This is resolution 48, I believe.
49?
Resolution 48 is currently under consideration.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
48 and 49 go together.
No, completely different. And I'll be glad to talk about that one too when that one's going to be discussed.
The small project grant was reimbursement through grant funds, so that they're going to get paid for after they bring back the results from their survey to us, or we have to.
No, this is just to get the project started, and the city will be reimbursed as the project is reimbursed.
Okay.
Any further discussion on resolution 48?
Vince, is
Yes,
the
sir.
hotel still part of this DRI?
It's one of the projects awarded through the DRI. The hotel project is a private project, and any contracts for that project are made between the state and the property owner, the sponsor. So this isn't in that same fund.
Weren't they, I thought they were supposed to be upgrading their rooms with this money or do something.
Not with this small project fund. It's part of the downtown revitalization.
They haven't done anything.
The other project that was offered.
I'm talking.
It's a separate project that's basically awarded to the building owners.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
Any further discussion on resolution 48? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 49-2025, resolution accepting UCF-4 grant for New York State Department of Environmental Conservation.
Any discussion, council? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted. Okay, moving on to new business. Clerk, please introduce the walk-in resolution.
Walk-in Resolution 50-2025, resolution authorizing cleaners for the senior center.
Is there any, we need a motion to accept the walk-in resolution onto the agenda. Moved by Councilmember Nichols, seconded by Councilmember Luskowiak. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember
Aye.
Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion to accept the walk-in resolution onto the agenda is carried. Is there any discussion on walk-in resolution number 50?
You want to go or you want me to go?
Councilmember Zatorsky.
I don't like the way the language was changed to existing staff resources. It should say to current cleaners. They shouldn't just be someone from the staff of the city of Dunkirk that has a few hours of free time can go clean there. It's specific, should be the cleaners. Not that it matters, the mayor's gonna veto it, but I just wanted to put that out there. Elliot can't go clean for 6 hours a week in place of someone else, is the point.
Would you like to amend it formally at this point?
We can wait till she vetoes it and then just write a new one.
Okay.
I'm good with that. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay. You guys okay with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
We're all good.
We're all good.
Any further discussion? Okay, clerk, please call the roll for the vote on walk-in resolution number 50-2025.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember
Aye.
Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted. Is there any further new business to be discussed this evening? Okay, I understand there is a need for an executive session to discuss matters of Attorney Raimondo, how would you define this?
I would say 3 litigation matters potential.
Okay. To discuss matters of litigation. Is there a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing matters of litigation?
For what?
Moved by Councilmember Luskoviac. Is there a second? Seconded by Councilmember Nichols. Before we vote on this, I'd just like the public to know we will not be taking any public action after we conclude the executive session, so there's no need to stay unless you'd like to. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
No.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion carries. We will now enter into executive session. For the record, the time is 6:06 p.m., and we'll go ahead and meet in the Stearns for...
I want to